Let's talk about prepping for a ceramic coating, especially on the glass. Obviously, if you're just layering it on top and you just want a little extra protection, we're going into springtime here. This windshield's in great shape. We don't need a heavy cutting pad. If you have a windshield that's in really tough shape, I'd go heavy cutting pad, heavy compound, really clean up the windshield. This is a little compound on a foam pad or on our one pad. This is real easy to work with, and we're going to show the prep process. So what we're really trying to do is get this glass as bare as we can. That way the coating bonds a little better. So we'll go in and do that now. I'm just going to add a little bit more. It's a little bit of a bigger windshield, so I just want to work in smaller sections. All right, now we're just going to remove it. See, it removes super easy. No compound or polish. Should be very difficult to remove. If that happens, you got a problem somewhere. Wrong pad, wrong compound. Everything that we have, the product you saw we have in development, everything's water-based, super easy to work with. Now we have a completely bare windshield, and our glass coating is going to bond better. This is a really simple step, just takes a few moments. And now we got to do the other side. All right, we're on to the other side here. Just going to put 4 good sized drops on here. Ready to go. Go ahead and get this off. Like we said, you'll notice this is real easy to remove. I'm hardly even pushing on the towel, and just comes off really easily. Sometimes what I see people do is they actually overheat compound and polish. You don't need to excessively work it on glass. You want to work it enough that it starts to break down and you can start to see through it. But once you can start to see through it, man, it's pretty much done. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where, Marty, we've seen this a lot when people are asking us about compounds and polishes. Obviously, we're using a prototype of ours here. But one of the things, you don't want to underwork or overwork. Work till you see it kind of start getting translucent. You can see through it. Call it a day. And you notice I didn't go super fast. I don't have my machine on some high speed. And now what I'm doing, because I know I'm going to glass coating, is I'm looking across the windshield for any residue, okay? I don't want to leave anything behind. Now, we'll go in with wipe here, okay, to do one last final prep step, which is really simple. But I also want to double check, do I see anything? Older windshields, did I not get something I could get off of there, deep or clean? If I was on an older windshield, I'd use a heavy compound and I'd use a cutting pad. I'd use wool, microfiber, whatever you're comfortable with, personally, and really go after the glass. You're not going to scratch it. You're not going to harm it. And you also need to be very aware, removing scratches from glass is really difficult. It's long, tedious work, and in some cases it doesn't work at all. So you're not going to harm your glass, okay? We get that question quite a bit. So, okay guys, we're going to go in with wipe. Okay, this is our prep spray. It's going to remove any oils or anything from the polish that may be there. Just a really quick final, little step to give us some peace of mind. You don't need to saturate it. One thing you'll notice is our prep spray is lubricated. A lot of people like isopropyl alcohol. And I used that when that was the best option and the only option. But one thing I'll tell you is I've watched a lot of paint get marred with bad prep wipes, okay? Especially really heavily alcoholed prep wipes, okay? Because it's very, very, very dry and very what we call a hot chemical. And so I've seen people do amazing paint correction, spend all this time and ruin it with just trying to use some ISO mix, and they don't realize that they marred the surface, and all of a sudden they're redoing the car. So use our white product on this. If you start to see it, by the way, it'll start to dissipate, okay? So you don't have to, you know, go in here and rub real hard. Just kind of work it in, dry it off the best you can. If you have a little line here or whatever, you'll see it just go away. It dissipates on its own. So let me go to the other side of the car here. Do just a quick cleanup on this side. We don't have a whole lot left behind, but you do love just knowing you have a bare surface to work with. And this is, again, our glass coating will bond to itself, so if you don't have time and you just want to layer it on, I understand, but this is a nice springtime, get ready for rainy season, wintertime, get ready for snow. Whoa, almost fell again there, Marty. And we're ready to go. Like I said, don't worry about it. If you see little lines, that just dissipates. It won't leave any streaks or anything like that. So that's it. Now we're going to go into actually laying the glass coating. Very, very simple process, and this is a nice little easy 5 to 10 minute prep, and you're ready to go.